before.
Stop it! And you do not. No, it's a thing. When you cheers toast, you don't look. If you do not look in the eyes, you have bad sex for 7 years.
That would explain the last couple of dates I've been on.
Well, you got 7 more years of that shit, so you better ask the gods to be like, I've been looking in the eyes, bitch. Bless me. Yeah, bless me with some good shit. Cheers.
Okay. You didn't even fucking look at me.
Hi, Hunnies. Today I'm back with Willow.
Hi.
And you know, I have Lo on here because we were talking some shit on the phone like we always fucking do. And I happen to be like waiting for some tree. So this episode is gonna be all about tree, baby, because we are gonna inform y'all about like the rules of the game. Because as
proper weed etiquette?
Proper weed etiquette, because I feel like I'm, you know, in the position I can do so because I'm just high myself, and you are because.
Oh, it's hot.
Exactly. And like clearly because you know like weed has become trendy and like you know cool, yada yada. More people are smoking, or more people. I feel like more people are not smoking like for real smoking. More people are like. Honestly, I feel. When was the first time you smoked?
I was 14.
Yeah, I was young too, and it was like a very like y'all want to get high, like blah, 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 like ooh, let's go. Da, da, da. It was very like that.
Like,
and I grew up.
After school special high, like.
Well, no. Okay, so I grew up in like Pennsylvania, you know, in like small town. We had nothing to do besides drink and like smoke. Like on weekends, like. I don't know what kids in cities do, but like I know, like everyone did like sports and whatever, or they on the weekend we were in like fucking cornfields, like drinking and smoking. I'm so serious. And then I went to boarding school and high school, and those like those people there, shit, we're doing a lot more than just drinking and smoking, but like, that's what I said. Not mad, ew. That's like That's
I'm just saying.
No, they were like, more like, yeah. But like, I'm just saying like, so we used to actually drink like Everclear out of like water bottles. Like, we would go to like.
Out of water bottles?
We would go to like school dances with water bottles, just like, outward, yeah. Boarding school.
I guess growing up in a pretty urban area.
Growing up with like
my parents were preachers, so I wasn't allowed to get away with
but I was like with rich white people who like rich white, like a rich white, like look up tuition of like.
I don't want to. It's gonna make me fucking mad. So.
Yeah. Let's ask this: is a smoke session? Do you think a smoke session is a date?
It depends because.
Don't lie because you answered
no.
yes on the poll. No, you answered yes on the poll, so defend your shit.
If it's like, hey, do you want to go on a date? Then we just like the date is smoking as long as that was agreed upon. I don't want, but like if you just coming to my house and smoking with me, it's not a date. But if you are like, hey, I want to go on a date, let's just get high. I've done that, and I've had a full date that was just us getting high.
Okay, so I asked Insta on it, and let's see, is a smoke set a date? 69% said not at all. 31% said yes, the best. And let's see. Of the people who said yes, the best. 1,
my cousin.
2, 3. Lo was on here. Okay, so half for guys, half for girls. But I'm at the point now, I don't tell guys I smoke.
You know what? I don't either. You know exactly why. You know exactly because they will smoke all your fucking weed, and it's not okay. It's not okay. You niggas need if you ask me, do you want to smoke, and all you bring is cigars, I'm kicking you out of my house.
Okay, so are we smoking people out in 2021?
I'm not smoking nobody out, because somebody just straight up shared an ounce with me not too long ago, and I don't
shared announced? That means they bought it?
No,
or like
they didn't even put it on it. It was more of like a...
you were smoking them out.
Double.
Ew, I will say, if a guy asked me to come over to smoke with me, I'm not matching with them. Because
well, then they know you got weed.
no, it's not that. It's more like, how do I say this? So if you're coming over to my house, like if this is the guy I'm like talking to, the reason they're coming into the house is because they want to hook up with me.
Is it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so they want to smoke with me because they want me more in like the mood to hook up with them. So I'm not matching with you because like you came here for a purpose, nigga, and like instead of taking me out and like whining and dining, you did this. First of all, I don't do that unless it's with like a guy that like I like a lot. So like. It has to be some guy that's probably terrible for me that I probably shouldn't talk to anyways.
Well,
and probably because exactly, they should be taking you out. That's not creative. Just being like, come to my house, let's smoke. So I don't do that unless I really like the guy and I want to hook up with him, and I most likely shouldn't be hooking up with him, but you know.
Thinking like, if we've been on a few dates and I know you already, then yes. But I don't see myself like with a random person just being like, oh, come over and smoke in the hopes of like getting some hits. Like, that's
yeah, you coming over here for a specific reason, and so I'm not matching with you. I'm gonna smoke your weed. If you proclaim you're a weed smoker, I'm gonna need you to have your like own shit, your own connect, whatever. Low dated someone who was like, yeah, like meaning, yeah, I smoke, that's what I do, that's what I, whatever. Nigga never had his own weed. Exactly. So I'm like, are you really a smoker? Because if he didn't know you, what would he do? Right? What was he doing before?
How were you getting high before? Somebody else. Somebody else.
I know.
He was doing the same thing.
That's like, at that point, I think I would have texted and been like, yo, here's like my three, or like, here's people
you can buy.
You get yours, and I bring.
It was always like, oh, let me just borrow a couple of nuts from you, or
borrow. How do you borrow? How does one borrow nuts?
Oh, do you have weed? Like we chilling, and then you're like, oh, well, do you have some weed? And I'm like, yeah, I got weed.
But like, I budget my weed, like, because like I know that's something I do. That's like we're not gonna call it a habit, but it's part of what I do. It's like budgeting groceries. So you know you have X amount of money to spend that month on trade. So therefore, when somebody else is like smoking your shit, they're getting into your shit, right?
Yeah, they're digging into my shit, and I budget a certain amount of weed to last me a certain amount of time. Because I know that I'm not going to be able to pay for more weed until, like, it's a bill for me. So
that's what I'm saying.
If weed could auto draft out of my account, it fucking would.
Yes, exactly. It is a bill. And I have never, ever in my life asked someone, like, if they see, like, I saw weed, oh, can I take some from home? Like, I would never do that. To me, that's even like, you wouldn't, like, this is my problem. Y'all wouldn't do that shit with alcohol. If you go to someone's house and they have a
if a bitch poured, like, a to-go container of my fucking Hennessy out my fucking freezer.
Exactly. Could you imagine being out of the house and be like, oh, so I, like, kind of want to drink throughout the week, so can you pour this, like, in a cup for me?
I should have a drinking problem.
Yeah, so I could put it in a fridge, like, what? With alcohol, don't do it with weed. So like, even with like,
true.
No, like that's my thing. Even with like shaming the whole shit. Like if you're not gonna shame someone for being wasted or like doing this stuff, don't shame someone for being high.
I mean, I have walked into a wall or two when I was high, but you know, I don't even deserve to be shamed for that.
Yeah, but like people will laugh and shit if you like are drunk and like, you know, ran across to Taco Bell and like
acted a fool in there.
Exactly. So I'm like, which is crazy because like, you know, I'm a parent. So I've been to like multi-event where bitches be drunk. Like
that's fun.
Drunk. And like No one would ever care. I come in that bitch, like, if I come high, no one knows though, because I'm not like, hey, that's a thing too. When you're high, I don't feel like people come in and be like, I'm so high right now. But like, if you're
somebody would have did that. Man, I'm calling CPS. You with your daughters?
Yeah.
You know, I'm a bartender.
Yeah.
I have plenty of people that live in the area and will walk to the restaurant with their kids in the stroller. And they're fucking wasted. I mean, at least they're walking, so that's one good thing. But it's like, you're just like walking through the streets and you have this stroller with your twins and a bottle of love. And like, no, they legit buy bottles from us and then like walk home like they're like wasted. And they're like, we just can't take off the bottle. I know. Like, they have the kids and the fucking dog with them, but nobody's really, I mean, we're like, that's a hot mess, but I feel like if you came in and you were like super stoned, drinking though, that's our issues.
But I will say, when you're dating someone, how do y'all handle? First of all, are we dating people who aren't smoking?
Didn't you ask that too?
I did ask that, and like, yeah, I did ask that.
So,
because I asked that if you would do that, and if you would date someone, when, or that's not, like, if you're a smoker, would you date someone who doesn't smoke or whatever? And someone said, okay, here, 73% said more for them, so they're fine with them, and 27% said no, they could not. Let me look. The people who said no, she smokes a lot, she smokes a lot, she doesn't smoke that much, she smokes a lot, she smokes a lot, she smokes a lot. So, but the people who said more for me also smoke a lot. I would be fine.
There's a lot of people for the more for me.
I know. And I think, but what's crazy is, I know people who can't date people who don't drink.
Same thing. You gotta be smoking and drinking for me because I'm gonna come home drunk and high one day and scare the shit out your ass. So you gotta be doing something. Like I don't usually date people that don't smoke just because typically they're either judgmental or it becomes a problem later on because you didn't realize every activity that we were doing I was gonna be high in. So,
but I'm not smoking around you. See, that's
I'm blowing in your face. You alright, Lou?
I'll smoke before. I'll pop an edible.
I would take an edible and
but that's bad too.
Like, edible ain't shit.
No, that's bad too because I will, because I'll be like, damn. Like, yeah. So I dated someone who was like really anti-weed. But he was not.
What a fucking loser.
Listen. He still was perfect everywhere around, like every other way.
And then he turned out to be a lame.
He is, I felt like.
You want to be with someone that's.
No, he's fine with me smoking. He doesn't like it being known I smoke because, like, it's just more like because he's a doctor and he wants, like, whatever. My point is, though, for him and everything else, like, when we go places, all that stuff, bitches be drunk and like.
Yes, exactly. So this bitch can get drunk, but I can't get high and chill and eat for like, I don't understand.
Listen, I told her, I was like, babe, I'm like high and chilling, like just chilling. Like, I'm not fighting with anyone. I'm not like doing anything crazy.
I'm not stumbling all over the
Stumbling, falling, I'm chilling. And he's fine because like it's not like I don't announce on her.
Well,
but bitches
okay with a girl that would be like drinking on her?
Yeah, I think it's more like because you know I have it's like and stuff like that.
That's hell.
Drunk. And I know because I used to be like the resident drunk girl when I was like in college and shit. I would be like,
I'm so glad that you have graduated from to something classy like Hennessy. But
I don't do Hennessy that much anymore.
No, you can't.
I know. I stick to the trees. please, because bad weed experience I've ever had was on the edible.
I've never had a bad weed experience, so I don't know what people mean when they say bad weed experience.
I have a sweet tooth, right? Every meal I end with desserts or whatever it is.
Something.
So, okay. So here's the problem. Sorry, y'all, like who have your homemade businesses or whatever. I gave up on homemade edibles. I got one for Valentine's Day. It was good. It was really good. But the problem with me is the self-control's not there. So like, you can't give me a delicious, amazing like cookie and be like, it's cool, but you gotta eat only a bite.
I'm eating the whole cookie.
And then
I be looking at them like, the whole time they be saying all that shit, the whole speech they get like, oh, okay.
and like, then you be like laying in your bed and be like,
Fuck.
But no, this is the funniest edible story. Okay, so I was in DC, right? Which, you know, in DC, weed is legal, but it's not legal to sell. So you're allowed to have weed, buy weed, or whatever, but you can't sell weed. So like, stores will sell like socks, and then like, instead of weed. Like, cause you're allowed to give weed as a gift. So like, if you buy a sock.
That's the most backwards ass.
I know, it's crazy. So anyways, like, I was home, so I ordered like weed and like gummies and shit because, you know, like I was home, so I did that. So I was at my house, like I was home, and it's funny because it's like you text like you're texting a fucking like Uber. You text this number and you're like, hi, I want this, and this, and you have to like do your, take a picture of your ID because you have to be over 21, and then like give them their address. It just has to be in DC, and they drop it off, and they're like, your donation is this. Which I'm like, fuck that, because if it's a fucking donation, I should be able to get whatever I want. But story for another time. Maybe I got these things called stoner patches, which are Sour Patch Kids that like infuse. And
Okay.
So you know me, I'm like, yes. I see on the bag it says like 500 milligrams, right?
How much is that even though?
So, but on the back,
in terms of how high I am.
I looked on the back, so I looked on the back of it, right? And when I looked on the back, I looked on the back to see like how many, because most places, especially if you get from dispensaries, because I've gotten stuff from Oklahoma and stuff, it will tell you each piece is like so-and-so. So the bag might be 500 milligrams, but each patch is like 30 or 50 or whatever the fuck, right? It didn't say anything, so I was like, whatever. So I gave one to like my uncle and aunt, because like, you know, when they want some.
Right.
And I was like sitting there, you know me, I'm like, this is actually why I don't drink, because like,
this is good.
I'll be like,
hold up, man.
I'll be like, if they can have this, then I can have that. So I was like, shit, if my uncle and aunt can have one, I can have 3.
Why? Why would you think that?
Because I have a false sense. Hi, my name is Faith, and I have a false sense of like narcissistic ego when it comes to like competitions and shit like that. I see everything. I see everything as a competition. So if I see someone and I think that like, and I'm like, they did that, I'm like, they did that, then I can definitely do that. I was like, they had one. I was like, I fucking for sure can have 2 or 3 if they had one. So, bitch. So I was downstairs in my room. I had my 3, I'm chilling or whatever. All of a sudden, my nigga, the heart was like,
really?
I thought I was having a heart attack. And then like, so you know, it was a panic. It was really a panic attack.
Yeah.
Because like once your heart rate raises and if you're conscious and aware, which is why I like smoking, honestly, because it makes you more conscious and aware of what's going on and like people, whatever, and like deeper conversations. That's actually why I love smoking, because like it elevates you. That's part of it. But when your fucking heart rate's going up and you're high, you're really aware that your fucking heart rate's going up. And let me tell you, this shit was like, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, cause you know me, like, hello, Faith, I have 4 degrees. I have a degree in public health science and a degree in kinesiology. I've studied the body. I've taken every science class. I know the body really well. I know heartbeat and all that stuff. That sign is a fucking heart attack. Yeah, like I was like, I'm about to have a heart attack. Like I literally was like, fuck, I'm about to have a heart attack. So, and like, nerd, I'm a nerd. Nerd alert, I was like, okay, where is aspirin in the house that I can chew? Like, that was my thing, to stop it so then it could go.
Everybody always told me that I just need some milk.
So I was,
That's the thing I always say.
I was sitting there, and then I was like sitting there, I was like, fuck, I can't get up. And my phone was like right next to me like this, and I was staring at it, and I could not grab it. I was stuck, and I was like, oh my God. And so like, because I was freaking out, my breath started going, so I thought I was losing breath. So then I was like, fuck. And then I thought I literally thought I took my last breath of life. Like I was like, another breath came. And then every time I thought I took my last breath of life, I was getting flashbacks of like my kids growing up. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, I wonder like, cause I was like, cause honestly, growing up, you know, we're PKs. I'm not a PK, but like I grew up heavy in the church. So they're always like, when you die, like you're going to heaven or hell, and like hell's eternal, like whatever, but it's so bad, whatever. So I was like breathing my last, I was like, does he not have my name in the book? Is this hell?
Not the book. Oh my God.
I kept going through the breathing things, and I was like, and then I was like, it does not. And then I was like, okay. And then I breathed again, and I was like, okay. And I was like, fuck, am I in like hell? Where like, because I was like, that's mental torture, because like, I was like, in heaven, you can always look down and see your kids grow up. And I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to see or know when my kids grow up, and that's that.
You took that very far. You legit.
Listen, I was high.
The whole death experience. Like,
Yeah. So I kept doing that, and then I was like that kept happening, and then so that kept happening, and I was like, fuck, I need to get this shit just out of my system. So I just like literally like crawled, and then like army crawled to the bathroom next and like threw it up. But I actually asked someone to find me some Sour Patch.
I've never had.
Because I was like, what? But that's like, and I literally, in my mind, this is me, I was like, I'm gonna be the first person in America to die of like a weed overdose. I was like, shit. I was like, you know,
It's just fucking luck.
I was like, I knew I wanted to make my mark, but I was like, damn, Faith, like the first person to OD. And I was like, and then you're fucking up your kids. They're gonna be those weird kids that are like, no.
Your mama was a crackhead, right?
Listen.
No,
That was like, and so therefore, after that, well, no, then I came, and then recently I did have a homemade edible. But then I was just like, you know what, Faith, you need to quit.
from the one girl that pulled up in the center.
No.
Bitch, I don't know.
That was another edible experience I got from you. Shit. I
Cause them shits was strong as fuck. They were strong as
Listen,
fuck.
I remember leaving you, going home, and then sleeping.
I remember going home and I woke up at work.
No, there was this funny thing I saw though.
It was bad. Those edibles were strong as shit. But I usually, if I'm like super high, I usually just go right to sleep.
So I saw this thing on Instagram. It was like the stages of edibles. 1, 30 minutes, nothing happened. 2, a little more. Let me get a little more to be sure. 3, fuck this, I got ripped off. And 4, take me to the emergency. That was, although I skipped the first two. I was just more like.
I got ripped off now.
I was just like, no, bitch, I want the bitch. I can have three. And then
She
I'm
woke
like,
up in the clouds.
take me into the ER, please.
I did get my sister when we had the, what did they call it? The snow it? When it snowed.
Wait, what's snow? Oh, is that what it's called?
Snowed it, I guess.
That's
what I've been hearing. Snowed it. I went to my sister's house because she lives in Allen. And Allen never lost power or water or anything.
Yeah.
And so I was over there and I got her high for the first time.
Oh shit.
And my sister takes like anti-anxiety medication.
So it was probably good for her.
And then,
well, no, not mixed with that medication. She needs to
and
do
we
it.
had been drinking red wine.
But she needs to do that without the like medication.
Yeah.
Cause then she probably is someone that like should. Cause I will tell you, like I have anxiety like crazy and like.
Well, okay. First of all, we went through several stages. I have personally never gotten anyone high for the first time because if you don't smoke, I don't pressure you, and I don't care.
Yeah, I don't pressure you either. Well, I learned that in school. Yeah, like don't pressure people. Just say no.
I just don't care. Like, oh, you don't smoke? Okay, good. And so she sat down at the table because I had just finished cooking dinner. And she sat down at the table and she was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm floating. And I said, huh? And she was like,
I love
I'm
that
like in the
shit.
sky. And I was like, yeah, because you're high. And she was like, oh my God, is that why they call it that? That's genius. I was like,
well, no, listen. Okay, no, get this. Me and my best friend, like, I will, because she just has baby stuff, she doesn't smoke or she doesn't, whatever. But I'll, like, because we talk all the time, so I'll be, like, smoking at night, talking to her, and I come up with the most genius fucking, like, inventions. I'm patenting all this shit. I feel like I shouldn't even talk about it now because, like, I feel like y'all assholes are gonna try to take my shit. That, like, I'm a fucking genius when I'm high. Like, I create so much shit. So, like, my best friend just had a baby, and so we were talking about swaddling, and like, the idea is babies like to be swaddled, like in this thing, but they can't move because it reminds them of the womb. And I was like, but in reality, like, in the womb, they are moving. It's just restricted. It's kind of just like jello, but you can move. And I was like, you know what would be dope? Because I was like, that's like how a weighted blanket feels. And I was like, when you have a weighted blanket on, like, you see, weighted blankets help with anxiety stuff because you feel secure. But
I wish I could have a weighted work uniform.
Yeah, but you feel
such an asshole.
But you feel secure, but you can still like move. You can still move. And I was like, they need weighted blanket like for babies.
Is that not a thing? Did you Google it?
I know, but like,
okay.
I didn't Google it, but it's fucking genius. If you're listening to this, don't take my shit. I didn't Google it. I don't
I'm
think
about to get on Amazon right fucking now and find a way.
Wait. Siri, are there weighted blankets for kids?
Yes, my niece has a weighted blanket.
For like infants. Siri, are there weighted blankets for infants? Baby weighted blankets, are they safe? Oh, fuck y'all.
That's too much work. Oh, I ain't killing your baby now. We're not doing that. I didn't do that. You know?
Y'all kill me. Okay. But let's go back to what else did I ask on the polls but like you did talk so when you buy weed and you're in a relationship, are you buying it for just yourself or?
Yes, and we said, hell no, you can't have no weed. Right?
That's what the poll said. They did say that. But I'm saying, okay. So if you're in a house where like you both smoke, how do y'all handle that? If you think,
I've lived with an ex.
What if, like, have you ever dated a drug dealer?
Not like lived with a drug dealer.
But dated?
Yeah.
Did you buy shit? Or did he just give you?
A certain amount was allowed.
and then he was like...
smoke through that, I'm gonna be mad, but I'm gonna be disappointed.
Period. Exactly. I'm not gonna lie. I have, dated
Married now, I need to
one or two. One or two. And
it's
three.
okay. Like
Back in my young girl days where I was even now.
ain't nothing wrong with dating drug dealers. Ain't nothing wrong with dating.
I like multiple streams of income, so
Okay, he's an entrepreneur. He runs his own business.
Exactly. But let me tell you, when I used to, now I'm not, I haven't in a while, but I just know my encounters with these local plugs versus back in the day. So back in the day, like when I used to be messing with them, like them niggas was like, like, they had.
I know what you mean.
They had like money. I sent you something about that, didn't I?
I think you did.
Yeah, on Instagram I was like, what did I say? It was like drug dealers today, or back then, had like cars, houses, all this, and the drug dealers now don't even have weed.
Had a mama Altima.
They don't even got weed though. They don't even got drugs. Like I'm like,
oh yeah, no. Well, that's the thing. I've gone through so many drug dealers that just did not have like any weed.
biggest pet peeve in life. Fuck weed, fuck whatever it is.
It's waiting.
No, he already knows. Or if if I have the money to purchase something and you do not let me purchase it, I'm blocking. I'm blocking.
Yeah, like
one time, this is I had a Karen moment. Full on fucking Karen.
Not with the drug dealer.
Karen, no, not with the drug dealer. With what's out, I'll do it again. And this point, this is how this shit triggers me. I wanted a decorative throw pillow. I looked online. It's not available online. It's only available in stores, right? Dallas area did not have it. I've worked retail before. I know that I could sit there and put in for a send sale from another store, and then we'll send it to a store and someone can buy it, right? So I already know this. I know they're capable of doing it because I've worked retail many times.
Oh, so you took your ass in there and was like, I didn't know you can do a send sale. When I was working at such, they used to do it over there, so I went over her. And they was like, bitch, well, we ain't doing it. So
I called with them. I was like, yo, I need this pillow. It's at this exact store. I need you to call this exact store, order it, and do a send sale for them.
You get the send sale for yourself.
I did. I'm helping y'all out. I'm helping y'all out. You can do that.
I did the legwork, man.
I did the legwork. Bitch, type it in. And so she was just like, we don't do that anymore because there's been some fraud or something. I was like, I'll come in and buy it in store. Just put it. And she was just like, but it's their inventory. I'm like, add it to yours. Y'all are one company, blah, blah, blah.
So fried. How exactly did I steal this pillow? Well, I'm asking someone now.
Yeah, it's in your fucking, she wasn't making sense. And she was just like, no, the policy just changed. And I was like, I need the pillow. So tell me what you want me to do. I was like, I'm going to pay for it. And
which pillow is it?
It's in my, oh wait. I don't know, Mika, where did you put it with that? That one?
Girl, that's what you was arguing with them for. Man, shut up on that pillow.
I got my fucking pillow though.
I mean, she got the pillow.
But yeah, so in my life, I do not do well with if I have money to purchase something and you sell it, give it to me. Don't I'm going to buy it.
Don't argue.
Don't argue with me about it. Don't give me any shit. Let me buy it. But see, these people now, let me tell you here, because DC, it's legal. I send a text message within 30 minutes, shit's at my door.
Well, they don't work like that down here. so sorry that they make you wait.
No, not even make me wait.
Let's be honest. These niggas will come next week and be like, bitch, you got the weed.
Why are you upset? Or like, no. Did I tell you about like this one guy I texted? I was like, yo, like, bring it. He was like, okay, on the way. Hour passed. I'm like, ETA? He was like, why?
Never mind.
Because I needed my fucking tree. See, that's the thing. They make you feel like a fucking crackhead because you're like, you need something from them that's not like, I can go to the store. See, and I don't like the power that they got because they know you. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Like
because they know you like can't just. But like I said, I keep a squad waiting. So you don't answer, sir. You got 10 minutes. We go down the line, and then someone's gonna answer it. Someone's gonna be out there money. Because I really take it as like, I feel like there's job requirements, right? Like, you know, when you apply to your job, there's a job requirement, whatever. If you apply to do this shit, part of your job requirements is to answer the fucking phone within 10 minutes. Like, my nigga.
So 10 minutes is your cutoff. I mean, 10 minutes I get a little antsy. 15, I'm like walking back and forth, looking at the phone.
Exactly.
20.
And don't make me feel
But
like
that's after I've been going to you. Like, I've come to you so many times, and you always come through it now.
No.
I don't really, that doesn't really happen often, but when it does happen, it's like, okay, like, what happened to my weed man? But I really don't. No, I don't have that problem as often, but when it does happen, I get fucking mad.
No, it's not. They'll come. They take too long.
When I have new ones, they may take too long. They're like,
so how you gonna be new at the fucking job and take long? Like this is my thing. If this is your shit, and this is why I like niggas that they do this shit. Like, so they take the shit seriously. Like, how the fuck you new to me? I seek you out and you want to take 2 days.
I do miss some of those really good, reliable weed bins. Cause I had a weed man have his son sent me some weed. I was like, hey, your daddy said that you was gonna bring me that bag that you left in his room before you went to work. And they were like,
they act like they do a favor. Like, he said why, and I'm like, first of all, don't treat me like I don't even know you outside of our relationship of like drop off, pick up. So like, why? Obviously, because I want my shit. Why? I don't give a fuck what you're doing.
That's just
like,
the why. It's the why. What do you mean why, nigga? Why are you not at my house? Like, where are you?
Yeah, like, why? Like, obviously because I want my shit. Like, I don't care what you're doing. Oh, I'm sorry, you thought I cared what you were doing. No, sir. It was not that. It was...
Not why. Like I said, I haven't really had like a weed man that's like that.
Maybe, let me see. I had him do
I've had some very late.
And then I have one that takes fucking forever. They'll be like, oh yeah, I'm on my way. 3 hours later.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Don't
never text you again. Maybe if I'm at a party and I run out of weed to roll up, but other than that, like, I'm gonna text you. I used to have a weed man that like asked me for gas money.
See,
then like he was like, oh well,
that is also my rule, though.
I'm like, nigga, we live on the same street.
That's also my rule. If you're dating a like, if you're dating, this is what they do. They need to be making money. Like, you can't be like asking me for shit because if that's just what you do, and like you have to have your phone on like all the time and all that, and be about your money, then like you need to be. You can't.
You don't have to pay me to shut the hell up about it, cause. But I don't know. Everybody that I know that was dating a weed guy, I guess they were very good. Like,
listen. Back in my day, she doesn't do it anymore, but like, the guys I dated, they did it well, and I was happy.
That's good.
But they weren't shit. Like, it's very hard to be in a relationship with someone who does shit like that. Because like I said, for you to be good at your shit, you need to answer your fucking phone, like right away. You need to have that shit on loud in the fucking pager. Like, do not disturb should not exist.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. If weed selling is your full-time job, sir, I don't understand why you're not always answering the phone. I don't understand why you're not always texting.
Listen,
like,
and it's part of job requirements. When you apply to a real job,
and
they tell you have to do X, Y, and Z. Part of your job requirements, like you need to have you cannot sleep through phone rings easily.
Why you wake up at 4 o'clock, nigga? Like, I've been eating weed all day and you wake up at 4. Like, I just can't do it.
And be like, oh, did you still need that?
You still need that? No, I don't need it
No.
no more. I drove the fucking...
Exactly. Fuck out of here. Because, like, honestly, I assume you're not about your money. You don't need my money.
Exactly. Oh,
because it's not like you are doing me a favor. And that's, like, what I think irks my fucking shit. Like...
This is strange.
No, I'm telling you. Because you know they're not getting it they're getting a cut from it.
Well, my thing is because of the amount that I buy when I buy it, like,
exactly.
It's fucking rude to me.
Like,
it's like, I'm not buying like no fucking Nick bags or no fucking diamonds. Like,
love. Remember, like in college when we were like, okay, who has 5? Who has 5? Trying to get fucking $20.
I remember that. I was not like that. If I don't have money to buy, well, I guess back then I was buying like 8s instead.
I know. I was $20 like buying a fucking like.
But my friends was definitely like, bitch. Between the two of us, we got $5 and we finna buy a Nick bag. Oh what? A Nick bag, bitch. Y'all can be hot for 8 minutes.
Is there, like, what's your ratio? Like, if you're smoking with someone, like, are you sharing ever a blunt? Or you make, like, you gotta at least have
two? I typically don't go there. So, I usually be high on the way, high there, and high on the way back.
I remember in college, like, us, like, 6 of us would be on one blunt.
I do remember sitting in my friend's apartment with no damn furniture. On some pillows, fucking. Nobody had furniture in their first apartment. I don't know why we just did it.
Because furniture is fucking expensive.
Like, bitch, like,
and we all like,
y'all lucky we got the house.
And we all circulate around on like
sitting on the floor.
Probably Reggie. Like
smoking some corn.
And we're like, oh my god, guys. I'm so high. Any Lowe's top 5 rules for smoking with love? Or just weed? If you're gonna be involved in the
weed etiquette for smoking with me?
Yeah, top 5. We'll do 5 because like these niggas don't listen.
Okay, I don't know. 5. We got a match because I'm not here to just be smoking up all my weed.
Do you have a time frame? Like how many times will you smoke them out, or we got a match on day 1?
I don't mind, smoking out a friend that's in weed. Like, bitch, I can't find weed. Bitch, I can't. Okay, bitch, you can smoke.
Are we talking about like our friends that don't smoke? So they'll only smoke if they're with us and we're smoking. We'll smoke them out because
I don't know. If it's a friend that never smokes and it's like, oh, you never smoke, I wouldn't expect you to have weed because you never smoke. But if it's a friend that smokes all the time and you expect to smoke around me and I smoke around you, like, you gotta bring me.
Okay, that's one. What's the other?
I guess I need my weed man to like be punctual. Oh yeah, this one time I had a weed man and I bought an ounce from him and he put it in separate like random containers like an eye drop case and like a glasses case and like he was just putting my shit in random fucking containers. I guess he didn't have no bags. And I bought
that's the thing.
And he was out of bags.
I talked to somebody about
was just putting my shit in random fucking stuff.
After a certain amount, so do you feel like they need to come in better packaging?
Yes.
Cause like don't put my shit in shit that's gonna dry.
No, well, it's not even that it comes in better packaging, but I'll take a grocery bag.
A grocery bag?
I'm tired of grocery bag because it's a lot of weed, so I probably could but
I'm classy with my shit. You know me, I gave Lo one some like tree because like whatever, and I like gave it in a bag. I like sucked up the bag that it was like airtight, and I put like stickers on it and shit.
Oh yeah, you did.
I do.
She tipped me with that.
I know. So I was like, here you go. It was so cute.
It was really cute. It was funny, but you lit my whole job up. So that was that. Everybody was like, "Oh man, your face smoked before she came here," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what it is."
But okay, so we got Weed Man has to like certain time.
Weed Man is punctual.
You're matching.
You got a match.
Anything else?
No, I'm honestly like very chill person when it comes to weed. Just like.
Okay, so I got my 5 rules.
I know you got 5. I know you got all 5.
Okay, so my one is one is I'm not smoking with you on a first encounter unless like I'm feeling you. So if you are first meeting up with me and I'm smoking with you, I'm feeling you. 2 is if you do not properly like take me out.
Wait, what? So are we back on 1? Did you say but?
2.
Oh.
I said date number 2. If you're not properly taking me out on like dates and like other shit, and you and you want to just come to my house and smoke and we hook up, I'm not matching you. I will smoke before you come here.
No matching.
Yeah, like I'm not matching you. I will smoke before you come here, and then we'll do that. But 3, if we are both whatever, we're matching and we're doing this and we're like hanging out. So you always need to like match. If it's a different situation, like I said, if the situation is different from before. Oh, and if you're my friend and you smoke, I will match you if you like are going, like, you know, like.
Also matching me.
Yeah, like also matching me or like something's going or whatever. But after time 3, so like, you know, because it's COVID, everyone's situations are different. I have definitely like helped out, matched friends, whatever. But after 3, you're taking advantage of me. And that's anything though, like, and I'm not matching you anymore.
I'm just not gonna keep doing it. Like,
Yeah.
Look out for me too.
4, if you're my plug, you got 10 minutes to respond, and if you don't, thank you, next. Like, literally.
Okay.
Because I assume you're not about your money, you don't want my money, and like, let's be honest, you're making money, it's a business, it's a job. Answer your fucking phone. Because here's my problem. I'll do a little side rant real quick, it'll be real quick. Don't make me feel like a crackhead. And y'all know what a crackhead, like, okay, don't make me feel like that. If I'm asking you for something, it's because I need it and I want it. Deliver it. I'm giving you money. I'm not like sucking dick or like offering you other things. I'm offering you fucking money. Like, you know what I mean?
I know exactly.
Like, they're like acting like, oh, I'm doing you a favor. I'm letting you do this and this. No, I'm paying you.
Yeah.
So shut up.
No, the weed man gonna be weird. Like, first of all, don't make me wait because it's gonna stress me out. I'm gonna be worried about you, like legitimately worried. I had a weed man that didn't text me back, and then I found out his house burned down, and I was like, oh my god, I knew it.
See, like,
I knew something happened to you.
And my rule 5 of just like weed etiquette, like I don't like if you smoke, cool. If you don't. People who don't drink, you never force them to like fucking.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, she doesn't drink.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, she doesn't drink.
Like, I really, if you don't smoke, I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay.
Like, but don't like talk. Honestly, the way I roll with it, like, I don't even like people like talking about it. Like, be like, ooh, faith is so high, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
I don't like that. Well, people don't do that anyways because, like I said, I think there's a lot of stereotypes around that, like, people who smoke are just like these zombies that don't do shit, and like, you know me, my shit is very together.
I smoke before I do everything.
Yeah, so that's my thing. So in the end of the day, we love it, we live it.
We smoke it.
I know, and it's legalized pretty much like half the states. 5 years it's gonna be legalized. supplies everywhere, so jump on board. And when you're jumping on board, just don't be fucking weird. Go shop, like HiHiHunnies.com. We have our kits and everything. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, HiHiHunnies.com. Just like it. Comment below what your weed etiquette rules are, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.